They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And I get it. You want to start fast, take the life out of this home crowd. But when you're the road team and you start the game with an onside kick, that is a little bit crazy, a little bit aggressive. And when you don't get it, now you've created all the momentum for the home team and great field position.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Urasek. They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. They'll try the run. And the Dogs have enough for the first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You spread me out, I'm going to speed you up. Nice job. They go empty. Nobody in the backfield to help the quarterback block. The linebacker comes right up the gut, gets to the quarterback, gets him on the ground.
Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun to give, looking for room. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were. Because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
They give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can shed people off of you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. This offense is so deep in the hole, it looks like the end zone's at the end of the earth. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Commodores headed quickly to the line. Johnson looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Finishes the run with the slide. They told us they were going to be aggressive no matter where they were on the field. Didn't take long to prove it. Going for it on fourth down in their first drive. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's back to throw on second down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. The Bulldogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start...
Still trying to run that quarterback. That quarterback cooked.
11-yard line. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Johnson wants to throw it. He unleashes a long one. Makes the grab on the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Comes out throwing on first down. Coming after it.
What?
Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got it. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking.
Quarterback
behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Commodores are in the hurry up. On third and long, no secret what he needs.
Wow.
Pass rush. try again here. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. A fresh set of downs after that fourth down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. Pressure coming.
Ooh.
And he gets there. Get him down at the 14-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Getting speed. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. Things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Going up top on first down. With the catch, it's Alexander. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try to snap it quickly. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
Quarterback is cooked.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Johnson looking to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Across the 25, he's got room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Number 8 with the carry. 2-point conversion attempt is coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Trying to beat the D deep. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Yeah, when you think about man-to-man, you don't always think about free safeties. You know, you think about corners, you think about guys on the outside, but really good job being able to play his man, find the football, create the interception.
They go to the ground. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Johnson wants to throw it. He's got him in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
1 for 2 on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stowers. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on fourth down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Doors.
Number 3, Hall in the end zone.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. Looking to throw. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Pavia. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that wasn't an interception.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
The Commodores are on the move. To the ground, he's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
On second down, just keeps firing. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Johnson looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Commodores are threatening in the red zone. He'll just keep slinging it. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. To the defense, it was opportunistic. To the offense, it was catastrophic. A blown opportunity to score and take the lead.
And, man, it's been a physical ball game, and I think you're starting to see the wear and tear of some of these ball carriers for this offense. They just don't seem like they've got the same ball security and the same desire to hold on and squeeze the football. I think at this point of the game, the defense better conditioned, and they just want it.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Looking to throw, it's back. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Looking for a gap. It's Etienne. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Finds his man. It's dealt. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Running back searching for a hole. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, They're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll run it. Powers through the defender. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Georgia going up tempo. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. They think there's room to run to the right here. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Oh, I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Georgia comes quickly to the line. He's got it again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's back. Quickly out to the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that pass intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
All right, I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Really nice throw there to get the first down. And, you know, when you think about Ohio State quarterback play, especially here recently, it all comes down to efficiency. You have to make good decisions. You got to read the defense. And you got to be accurate. When you think of guys like Justin Fields, C.J. Stroud, guys who went in the first round, that's what they did. And this guy right here, I think he has the ability to be a first rounder in the future.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. Finds his tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
Got a man. It's Ibuka.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Wants to throw. It's Howard. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll line up to go for 2. The play action fake. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Is not good. That keeps the score. Ohio State 6, Georgia 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Getting set for first down. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
Good enough for a first down. That's the end of the first quarter. Ohio State 6, Georgia 0.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Etienne. Oh, my. Circle, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
To throw, it's back. Fires to the middle. Oh, he had it, and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That's caught. It's Lovett. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last round.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Etienne. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bell. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You got a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? That's caught. It's Etienne. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. On the run, it's Etienne. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's back. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Judkins. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. Fast motion from the offense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6.
That makes the score Georgia 7, Ohio State 6.
The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. The Dogs haven't just been hungry. They've been famished. They have just eaten up this offense all day.
Everything they've tried to do hasn't worked. This defense, not only are they well organized, not only are they talented, they're well coached.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Throwing right. Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Dogs! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Back to throw, it's Howard. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run play action. They get to him as he throws. It's caught. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Looking for space to the left. Trying to make magic with his feet. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage. The offense fortunate to still have the ball, but also facing a big third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He wants to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
These corners going to give them some space. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He's not afraid to go deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Georgia trying to finish the deal and run out the clock. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Can anyone catch it? And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to...
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field. You're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And as he throws, another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back. After the interception, 0 showing on the clock, and that is how we'll end it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads